So we'll start with chanting Om 3 times, followed by the invocation shlokas. Inhale deeply. Om. Sahana bhavatu, Sahana bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vedvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. Good evening. Since we are covering Drg Drsya Viveka, let us chant the very first shloka. Okay, so if one of you go off mute and repeat after me. Rupam drishyam lochanam drik
Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drik
tadrishyam driktu manasam
Tadriktu Manasam
tadrishyam driktu manasam
Tadrishyam Driktu Manasam
drishyadhivrittaya sakshi
Drishyadhi Vrittaya Sakshi
dru, drugeva natu drishyate.
Drike Natu Drishyate.
So what we are saying is that in Drishya Viveka, there are two powers of Maya. Right? I mean, first we have seen what is Druk and what is Drishya, and how this inert world, which is Drishya, appeared to be Druk because Chitichaya, how the Chit has entered, the reflected consciousness has entered into this body and gave the apparent consciousness or apparent sentiency to this inert body and mind. That we have seen. Then the discussion turned towards the prapancha or the srishti or this whole world. How come I'm seeing this world? So to understand that, what we said is that the teacher said is Maya has two powers. One is Vikshepa Shakti and other is Avarana Shakti. Vikshepa Shakti, what it is doing? It is projecting, and Avarana Shakti is veiling the differences within that projection. So that is why Vikshepa is taken first. So now specifically in last session, etc., what we saw was that so Vidyaranyaji, he's trying to help see us the reality and what is being missed out because of this Avarana Shakti. So what is the differences that are veiled because of which we are missing something? So now if you say, when we talk about reality, right? You say Tattvamasi Mahavakya, for example. There is a Tat Pada and there is Tvam Pada. Tat is that, Tvam is you or the self. So at an individual level, Avana Shakti is veiling the reality. Meaning what? It is veiling the distinction between the seer, which is Druk, and the seen. What is the scene with which the Druk and this Drishya is mixed up is this Linga Sharira. Linga Sharira means Sukshma Sharira. I can see that this body is not me very easily. I can say that this room is not me very easily, but I cannot say that my mind is not me. I cannot say that my Ahankara is not me at all. This is a major problem. So that distinction is veiled by this Avana Shakti. So then what happened? Druk is forgotten, Druk is concealed, and what we experience is only Drishya, meaning the Linga Sharira. And we take, not when we do that, we take this Amvrutti and Karana Vritti, and we say that this is my real self. This is with respect to Tvam. Okay, there is a Tat and Tvam, right? So with respect to individuality. From outside world, what happened? This Tat, okay, the entire world that I see, there is Brahman in this universe. Okay. And this shloka number 14, what does it say? Shloka number 14. Okay. Srishtir Nama Brahma Rupe Satchit Ananda Vastuni. That's what it says. So, what is this Srishti? This is within Brahman, which is Satchidananda Vastu. Srishti is there. How is it there? Abdav Penadivat Sarvanama Rupa Prasarana. The Sarvanama Rupa Prasarana means the form, names and forms, they are constantly changing and forming and unforming. Like as in like making and unmaking of names and forms within Brahman. So when I see, so that means what is happening is that these names and forms are constantly forming and unforming. However, this is happening within Brahman. Now, what is happening is that this Avarna Shakti, it is veiling the distinction between this reality Brahman and Nama Rupa. So only Nama Rupa is visible, only Nama Rupa is experienced, and the reality Brahman is totally missed out. So when we see this world, what we are saying is that world plus Brahman. But we are missing out Brahman. Then we only see reality, world alone. And we think that this world is real. So, Satyatva to this Jagat is pushed. So, this Brahman is, sorry. So, we are saying that, oh, this world is real. This kind of a thing is being done. So, this veiling or also the projection. Veiling is Avana Shakti and Vikshapa Shakti is the power of Avidya, right? Maya. And Maya, why did we use the word Avidya all of a sudden instead of Maya? What is the difference between Maya and Avidya? Maya is at cosmic level, macrocosmic level. Avidya is at microcosmic level, at self, at a level of individual. Now, at macrocosmic level, what are the two entities that are there at macrocosmic level? Ishvara and Maya. Two things are there. At individual level, we have Jiva and Avidya. Now, Avidya and Maya are one and the same, right? So, now what happened though is that at an individual level, Avidya has this power of veiling and projection, and Jiva is stuck in that. At the level of Ishvara, Maya is in control of Ishvara, because of which Ishvara doesn't have any problem in understanding the power of Maya and seeing through Maya. For example, in Bhagavad Gita, etc., you see, Mama Maya Duratyaya, that's what Bhagavan Krishna says. I think it's in chapter 7 or so. Right? My Maya, he says. Okay. And he says that when I take avatara with the power of my yoga Maya, my power, my Maya, he says, as where the Maya is in the Ishvara's control. Whereas for us, because of the weight of this avidya at our individual level, we are under the sway of avidya as opposed to us being the control of our avidya. Okay. So now, so here, because of that, what we are trying to do is that what is this teacher trying to do is that he has defined the Avana Shakti in terms of the problem. Okay. That is, it is veiling the difference between what is real and unreal. So when it is said, what does it mean? What is the solution? You need to find the difference between what is real and unreal. And then this Avan Shakti will go away. Right? So this is what he is trying to do. So with this, we will get to verse number 19. Okay, any questions before we get there? So in 19th verse, I'll break down the words. Atrapya vritti nashena. Atrapya vritti nashena. There it has 4 words. Atra, api, avruti, nashena. Together becomes atrapya vritti nashena. Vibhati, brahma sargayoho. Brahma and sargayoho. So Brahma and Sarga, Yoho is dual. It is indicating that it is dual case. Okay. Dual case, dual. Okay. Bhedastayor vikaraha. It has 3 words. Bhedaha, tayoho, vikaraha. Bhedastayor vikaraha. Syat, sarge, na, brahmani, kachit. So these are the words of the shloka. Okay, so please repeat after me. Atrapya vritti nashena.
Atrapi avritinashena
Vibhati brahma sargayoho.
vibhati brahma sargayo
Vedastayor vikarasyat.
vedastayo vikarasyat
Sargena brahmani kachit.
sargena brahmani kachit.
Atra api avruti nashena. So when we destroy this avruti, how Brahma Sargayor Bhedaha. So that means the difference between Brahma and Sarga. Sarga means Srishti. Okay, when it is na, okay, then Bhedaha Tayo Vikarasyat. Okay, what you understand is that Bhedaha. Okay, so when this Brahma Sargayor Bhedaha, when the difference between those Brahman and Sarga are understood, what happens is In that, vikara means one that changes, belongs to sarga, meaning belongs to Srishti and never to Brahman. That is the meaning. So what is it? So let us understand what it means. It implies that there is first of all, there's a difference. Bheda means difference between Brahman and Srishti. Sarga is Srishti. Okay, so Srishti means creation. Right? Okay. So there is a bheda, difference between Brahman and creation. And by the destruction of this veiling power, right, we will also destroy avarana by understanding the substratum. Right? By how can we do this? Okay. How can we understand the this is something called something called as karya karana viveka. Karya karana viveka. This is a new term. Okay. This is actually a very nice meditative technique, for us to follow while not meditating. Okay. This is the meaning. See, for example, karya means effect. Karana means cause. So karya karana viveka means the discerning between what is the cause and what is the effect. Now, this is a typical thing that we do all the time. Okay. For example, we had elections. Now, immediately after the election, what happened? We start analyzing who won, who lost. Why did the winner win? Why did the loser lose? Or if there's another election that is coming, who is going to win? Who is going to lose? Why are they going to win? Why are they going to lose? There's going to be a football game tonight. Maybe not. Okay. But okay, in this, who is going to win? Who is going to lose? What is the cause? So this causation hunting is a standard avocation for us all the time. Okay. The purpose why we read newspaper is karya karana. Anything that we do, majority of our thinking process is between this karya karana only. What is the cause and what is the effect? If I do this, I'll get that result. If I do that, what kind of result I'll get? Why will I get that result? So this kind of a causation hunting is a very common thing. Now, however, this karya karana is slightly different. How is it different? See, I'm wearing a shirt. Okay? I'm wearing this shirt. So this shirt is made up of something. What is the cause of this shirt? The cause of this shirt is cloth. What is this cloth made up of? This cloth is made up of thread. What is thread made up of? Cotton. What is cotton made up of? Cotton came from cotton plant. Where did that cotton plant come from? It came from seed. Okay, but it came from earth. Where did earth come from? You go to from our Vedanta standard now. Earth came from water. Water came from fire. Fire came from Vayu. Vayu came from Akasha. Akasha came from Maya. Maya came from Brahman. So what happened is that this shirt is eventually came from Brahman. So what happened? Panchamahabhutas. So this Karyakarna Viveka is sometimes it is also called as Laya Chintana. Laya Chintana means inquiry into dissolution. So now we started this from a shirt. Now you take a table. Maybe the table is made up of wood. First two, three things are going to be different. Okay. Oh, this table came from wood, wood came from tree came from earth. Then it goes to the same cause. Like that, any object we take in this world, where is it coming to? It is coming from Panchamatas, which are coming from the Gunas and Maya and Brahman. So when we see this, what is happening is that any object that we take, we are able to see Brahman in that. So that is why this is a meditative technique while not doing meditation. But when you are sitting, okay, when you have a little bit time, when you are annoyed with someone, or when you are stressed about some topic, or even when you are not stressed about something, just start applying this to whatever you see, and you start seeing Brahman outside in everything. Okay? So for this, it is not going to work if you close your eyes and think about some object and let me do that. Okay? Whatever object is visible in front of you, you do it. Okay? So why are we saying all of this? This Karyakarma Viveka is coming is within this Srishti, right? Atra api, here also. Atra means here. Api means also. Here also. Avruti nashena. We need to destroy Avruti. Veiling. And what is veiling? Right now, Brahman. In everything, Brahman. When we say creation, creation is Nama Rupa Prasarana in Brahman. Now what am I saying? I am only saying Nama Rupa, but not Brahman. Now when I look at this way, what happens? Avruti Nasha is going to happen. Right? So you can see the existence, and now on that existence, you can also see Maya that is appearing as Nama and Rupa. Now, when you see the difference between existence and the world, you will also see that changes are happening only in the Srishti or Sarga, in Nama Rupa, but not in Brahman. Meaning what? We started with the shirt example. Shirt existed? Shirt exists? Yes. Existence is there? Yes. Shirt as a cloth? Yes. Threads? Yes. Cotton? Yes. Plant? Yes. So, existence is there in all aspects, but Nama and Rupa are changing. Okay? But existence itself is there. So, existence remains same, but the world is changing. Okay? So, a gold necklace, for example, can be changed into a gold bangle, then maybe into gold bracelet, etc. So gold remains same, only the form is changing in a simplified manner. So, so whenever I see this existence world, meaning Brahma, Sarga. Sarga means Srishti. Whenever I see this world, there's Brahman and Srishti. There are two. And one aspect, the Srishti aspect is changing. Brahman aspect is not changing. So this Avarna Shakti is removed by Paroksha Jnana. Paroksha Jnana means not like Aparoksha Jnana means the realization. Paroksha Jnana means knowledge. Okay. So with this knowledge, okay, this veiling power is veiling is removed up to a certain extent. Okay. However, this Aparoksha Jnana is both inside and outside. So inside, again, I am self plus Maya is there. What is the Maya? This Linga Sharira. So Linga Sharira has to be, is changing. Self Druk is not changing. And that Druk is me, not this Linga Sharira. This is the knowledge must be there. Then the Bheda Tayo Vikaraha. Sorry, Tayo Vikaraha means those changes. Vikaras means those changes, they belong to Sarga only. Bhedastayor Vikaraha Syat Sarge na Brahmani Kachit. And they don't belong to Brahman. Kachit means at all. Okay, don't, not even a single bit, even a little bit of that doesn't belong to Brahman. Brahman is the nature of reality, and it is the nature of existence. And in Brahman, there is no there are no modifications. Any questions on this shloka? Clear? So now, when we see this projection, okay, because the world is also projection, right? Now, this projection, every projection also need a substratum, meaning every adhyastha requires an adhisthana. So, now if you need to see adhisthana, where do you need to look? You have to look at adhyastha. In adhyastha alone, you will find adhisthana. For example, we always use the example of snake and rope, right? When we see the example of snake and rope, it is rope itself appearing as snake. Yes. So snake is superimposed on rope. So if you need to find rope, where do you need to search for? The search has to be done on the snake itself. Only in snake you will find the rope. So now whatever is projected in this world, in there itself, we need to find Brahman. Okay? Brahman cannot be found elsewhere. Brahman has to be found wherever that snake is in this Maya alone. Now, the if you attended like a lot of satsangs, if you attended study groups, etc., you heard that God is everywhere. Yes? Yeah. God is everywhere in everything. You heard this term. You also heard that neti, neti, neti. Neti, neti, neti means what? Na iti,
No.
na iti, not this, not this, not this. This is not Brahman, this is not Brahman, this is not Brahman, this is not me, this is not me, this is not me. So you also heard that entire Srishti is Maya. Entire Srishti is Mithya. So we have to negate the Srishti. On one side, we are saying God is everywhere. And on other side, we are saying negate everything. Which of these statements are true? Both are true. Neither of them are true. Only one of them is true. If so, which one?
When we, it is hard when we say Brahman is everywhere, then the projection that we see is mithya, is all that we are making it up. Like we see it as it is not true. When we say Brahman is everywhere, everything is Brahman itself. So there is no such place where there is no Brahman and no such thing that is not Brahman.
So this is a typical confusion many of us have. Okay, how do we resolve this? So this shloka resolves that problem. So this is one of the most important shlokas. So if at all, in entire, like say for example, in Bhagavad Gita, there are some important shlokas are there, right? Tomorrow is Gita Jayanti. So the day when Bhagavad Gita is
chanted.
Is given to Arjuna by Lord Sri Krishna, and it also happens to be Tapon Jayanti. Tapona is Puja Gurudev's Guru Tapona. Now, in Bhagavad Gita, what happens when you say, like, Bhagavad Gita, what are the popular shlokas? You say, oh, Karmanye Vajikaraste Maplesh Kadachana Brahmarpanam Brahmavi Brahmagna Brahmanautam. और परित्राणाय साधूना विनाशाय दुष्कृताम धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभावयामि युगे युगे. Like that, there are certain important shlokas that are there. Yes. So in the same way, in Drg Drsya Viveka, there are two most important shlokas. One is you probably guessed it already because I keep referring to shloka number 14. Srishtirnama Brahma Rupe Satchidananda Vastuni Abdopena Sarva Nama Rupa Prasarana. Then, more important than that, and most important of all shlokas in my mind is this particular one, shloka number 20, which we are going to cover now. Okay. It is very simple shloka, but I will break down the words anyway. Simple meaning? Simple in? For chanting purposes. Asti, bhati, priyam, rupam, nama. Asti, bhati, priyam, rupam, nama. Cha, iti, amsha, panchakam. So these first five that are said are amsha, panchakam. These are five aspects. Adya, trayam. So cha, iti, amsha, panchakam becomes chetyapam. Chetyamsha panchakam. Okay. Cha iti amsha panchakam becomes chetyamsha panchakam. Adya trayam. Together, adya trayam. Brahma rupam. together Brahma Rupam. Jagat and Rupam becomes Jagat Rupam. Tataha, tataha with Sandhi becomes Tato Dvayam. So, okay, so please repeat after me. Asti bhati priyam rupam.
Asti bhati priyam rupam.
Nama chaitam shapanchakam.
Nama chetyam shapanchakam.
Adyatrayam brahma rupam.
Adhyatrayam brahma rupam.
Jagad rupam tato dvayam.
Jagadrupam tato dvayam.
This is a very simple shloka, very profound shloka, and it clears a major conflict. Like a major confusion in our Vedanta, as I just mentioned, right? So, it's very simple. It says there are 5 aspects to any object in this world. Okay? Asti, bhati, priyam, rupam, nam. These are the 5 aspects. Asti means it is there. It is there means what? It exists. Mean it is sat. Bhati means it is known. Okay? It is it is Prakasha Rupa. Prakasha Rupa means Chit aspect. Asti was referring to Sat. Bhati is referring to Chit. Then what is Priyam referring to? Ananda. Okay. Asti, Bhati, Priyam, Rupam. Rupam means form. Okay. So now when you say form, don't again get like limited to the visual form alone. A form in which it can be grasped by indriyas. So that means what? If it is a sound, sound is a quote-unquote form that can be grasped by ears. If it is a smell, smell is a form that can be grasped by the nose. If it is taste, it is a form that can be grasped by the tongue, like that. Okay? So form, don't limit it to just visible form alone. Okay? So Asti, Bhati, Priyam is there because if beyond this, okay, if it is something is there, but it cannot be grasped by these 5 senses, then we are not aware of it. If we are not aware of it, we won't consider it as an object. And then we don't name it. So any object of this world, that means what? It is among the known objects, okay, which can be grasped by at least one or maybe more than one of our sense perceptions. So Asti, Bhati, Priyam, Rupam, and anything that we know of, we give a name. So these 5 aspects, we label it in one way or other. So these 5 aspects are there. Right? Now, so these glasses are there. So that means what? These glasses also have these 5 aspects. Asti, Bhati, Priyam, Nama, Rupa. And this glass exists. Yes. Asti. Asti. Yes. It is visible. It is manifest. It is available for cognition. Right? And so that means it is Bhati. Yes. Got it. Now, again, remember 14th shloka. Srishtirnama Brahma Rupe Satchidananda Vastuni Abdo Penadivat Sarvanama Rupa Prasarana. This is Nama is there, Rupa is there. So what is that? So that means this Nama Rupa Prasarana is Srishti in Brahman. So if it is within Brahman, this Nama Rupa exists within Brahman, then is there Satchit Ananda is automatically there? Yes. So, if these glasses are broken, what do you call it as? Broken glass.
Glasses.
Okay. Not much scope for creativity there. Broken glasses. Name is changed a bit. Form is changed a bit. Then we take a pastel and break it thoroughly. Then what happens? It is glass powder. Right? Then still Nama is there, Rupa is there. What happened to Satchitananda? Sat is still there, Chit is still there, Ananda is still there. Sat did not change, Chit did not change, Ananda did not change. Okay? So,
how can you say Ananda has not changed? Is it because we have been given the pleasure of banging it that it's not so much more useful from the point of use? It is no more Ananda.
see, from a Vyavaharika perspective, Ananda is relative. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Vyavaharika means from transactional perspective, Ananda is relative. So, for example, when I wear these glasses, it gives me pleasure. Right? So when these glasses are broken, it doesn't give me pleasure anymore. Now, when I recycle this, the guy who gets this powder, who is creating another set of glasses for him, this powder is bringing Ananda.
Take it that way. Okay.
Okay. So from Vyavaharika perspective, someone else may get Ananda somewhere. But from a
Yeah.
Absolute perspective, what is happening is, like it's a very good question you asked. Okay. From absolute perspective, what is happening is, what is Ananda?
Bliss, pure joy.
But what is pure bliss is nothing but the absence of sorrow. Okay, in Bhagavad Gita also it said, Dukkha Nivrutti. Okay, Dukkha Nivrutti. And that Sukha and Dukkha, okay, are in the world of, they exist in the world of duality.
Mm-hmm.
Based on likes and dislikes. When there are no likes, when there are no dislikes, then there is no sukha, there is no dukkha. Whatever is remaining is ananda. Okay. Now,
one question, but isn't Ananda also a state of being, like Sukha and Dukkha?
let me finish one thought.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so let's not go all over the map. Okay, so I want to finish one, then you
Sure.
can. So, dukkha nivrutti, right? Dukkha nivrutti means there is no more dukkha than there is absolute equanimity is there. Okay. This absolute equanimity is called as ananda. So it is not like, oh, bliss. Bliss is the word that we use. It is not like an ecstasy or something like that, where you are like jumping the joy kind of thing. That is not ananda. That is pleasure. That is sukha. That is based upon some likes. Okay. That is based upon something that you want has got, you achieved it. So then that's why you're jumping with joy. Okay, so that is not Ananda. Ananda means total cessation from sorrow. that total cessation from sorrow and pleasure also. When that happens, whatever state, that complete state of equanimity, that no matter what happens, there is absolutely no change in you because of your proper, thorough understanding. That is what is called as Ananda. Now, in Srishti, okay, now we said Srishtir Nama Brahma Rupa Satchidananda Vastani. So luckily we are using this shloka again and again. Okay. Nama, what is Srishti? Srishti is Nama Rupa Prasarana in Brahman. Yes. Now, whatever Nama Rupa Prasarana happens, is there going to be any change in Brahman?
No.
It is at the state of equanimity, no matter what Nama Rupa Prasarana is happening. Right? So Brahman as Adhisthana is independent of whatever is happening at transactional level in Srishti. Yes? So when Brahman is independent of whatever is happening in Srishti, there is no such thing as dukkha or sukha. It is untouched by sukha and dukkha. Yes? That untouched state, which is untouched by sukha and dukkha, there's an equanimity that is called as ananda. Okay, so that is from a paramathika or higher perspective. Okay, so as a result, in every object is in every object is in a nama rupa prasarana in Brahman alone. Brahman is the nature of Satchit Ananda. That is why every object already includes that Satchit Ananda, because it is within Brahman, not outside of Brahman. Okay. Now let's go. Let's get back to your follow-up question.
I'll get back to it again. That was just an immediate thought that came. Now it's out. Sorry.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I think my question was this state of bliss, that Ananda Rupa, is also a state, not like Sukha Dukkha, or that's also a state of being, right? Ananda.
A state, okay. The word state is technically incorrect because a state changes from one state to other state.
Okay.
Okay. So, for example, technically, in English language, when you use the word state, this is in, so for example, think about you have a fan, okay, with 5 switches, okay, not like a modern day remote, like you press one, twice, thrice, 4 times, the same button does multiple things, but like old fashioned.
Yeah.
Okay, there's off button, then 1, 2, 3. Now, when it is in 3, is it in state 2? No. Right?
Full state, yeah. 3, highest.
3 is highest. When it is in 3, it is not in 2, not in 1, or not in 0.
Correct.
When it is in 2, it is neither in other states. Okay. Similarly, when it is an off, it is not in 1, 2, 3. Yes. So
Yeah.
that is called a state in English, and that in Sanskritam, that state is translated as avastha. Okay. When we say avastha, Let's say, for example, what are the most popular avasthas that we are aware of from a Vedanta perspective are Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti avasthas that we are familiar with. Now, Jagrat, when you are in awake, you are not in Sushupti. Yes? So, now, if you say Ananda is a state, that means Ananda is not permanent. Ananda comes and goes. Ananda is limited. It is not infinite anymore. Okay. So Ananda is never a state. Okay. Not a state. Ananda being called a state is incorrect.
Okay. I understand that now. But then, so Sukha Dukha are two different states, which is experienced by all. So that when you go beyond Sukha Dukha, that becomes the Ananda state. Is that how I should understand? When you go beyond Sukha Dukha?
When you go beyond Sukha Dukha, you will realize that you are always Ananda.
Yeah.
Okay. You are experiencing Ananda even now. Okay. However, you are not realizing it. That's all.
So my presence continues to be in that Ananda, but I mentally or intellectually have not realized it. Is that the way I see it? Sorry, I'm.
So this whole text is just doing the same thing, whatever you're asking. So is in the previous shloka, what did we say? This Avarna Shakti.
Atrapya vritti nashena vibhati brahma sargayoho.
Yeah. So Avarna Shakti is veiling the difference between reality and Brahman. And it is making us to look at veiling the difference between Brahman and it is veiling the difference between Brahman and the world. And it is making us look at the world, not Brahman. Because you are looking at Brahman, you're not looking at Brahman and you're only looking at world. You are under the sway of, you mean like all of us are under the sway of Sukha Dukkha. When I stop looking at this world and if I look at the underlying Brahman, then the Sukha Dukkha is gone and then I get to see the Ananda.
Yeah.
Now Ananda is there even if I am looking at
Sukha Dukha.
world.
At the world, right.
Okay. However, my attention is not here, my attention is here. So removing avarana means remove this and remove this world and focus on Brahman. Once you focus on Brahman, that is when you will start noticing the Ananda that was always there. Okay. Now, do you have a bookshelf in your room? Yes.
Yes.
Now, or do you have a painting in front of you when you're wherever you're sitting?
Yes.
On the painting, left or right, wherever, right? Now, have you paid attention to that painting all the time?
Yes.
Okay. So find something that you did not pay attention to before in your room. Take a look around. Okay. That place is always there, but you never paid attention, close attention to that. Did you find any spot in your room that you never paid total attention to it?
Probably something within the drawer or something like that.
No. Actually look for it now.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah, because otherwise it is a useless theory.
Okay.
Okay, so do it.
I mean, I know what is there, but I haven't seen it for a long time. That's about it. That's
Okay,
what I can say.
okay. So what
But
happened
I'm
is,
aware of what was in the drawer. I've forgotten.
perfect. Okay, what is that object that was in the drawer
Uh-huh.
that you forgot, but you paid attention to it now?
Um, in other words, I knew I had it, but I have not
No,
seen it.
don't try to explain. You just say answer to the question simply. Don't try to put Vedantic terms, all of that. Let's do
No, no,
simple
no.
exercise.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I hadn't seen this for a long time. I'd forgotten about it.
Okay, what is that? I mean, unless it is something very private,
No, 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 no. It's just a book.
it's just a book. Okay.
Yeah,
So, okay, you can close the drawer now.
yeah. It is. Yeah.
Okay. How often did you open the drawer?
Only when I needed something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You open the drawer regularly, like for some reason or other reason. Yes or no?
No, not no.
Okay. So then find something, then that's not a valid experiment.
Oh,
Find
good.
something that where you normally look, see, but you did not pay attention to the detail in your room.
I don't know how to explain that or get out
Like,
that.
okay, if need be, get up from the chair, go to a corner in your room where you normally don't venture to, okay, and find something unique that you did not notice before. It could be a very simple thing.
In fact, for me, so there is a vent in the this thing. I normally don't pay attention. Basically, I know air comes, but I never pay attention to the vent itself. Basically, for example, yeah,
Okay. So now that vent was there all the time you were in that room.
yeah,
Okay. However, you paid attention to that vent now, today.
yeah. That's correct.
Now, even whether you paid attention to it or whether you did not pay attention to it, that vent was there all the time in the room.
Yeah,
So in
absolutely.
the same way, Satchit Ananda aspect is always there in everything in this world. However, we did not pay attention to it. Now, just because you paid attention to went now, today, doesn't mean that went is there today only. From now on, you are the discoverer of went and you realized went.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So, what happened is this Satchit Ananda aspect is always there. It is not like, okay, you're finding the Ananda and then as a result, it is becoming a avastha. It is just that the fact that there is a vent is not paid attention to you because of Avarna Shakti. It is not the first time that you entered into this room because this is your room, the room that you are in. Okay. But you probably have noticed, but it did not register because it is always there. So this Sachidananda, from the time we are born, in every object, this Sachidananda is always there. There is no object where that Sachidananda is not there. Okay. So that is why every every object that you are looking at is having Satchit Ananda and Nama and Rupa. Okay. Now, today, what is happening is I am focusing on Nama Rupa. Now, what we are saying is move the, so this, in this Asti, Bhati, Priyam, Nama, Rupam, Nama, Cha, these are Iti, Amsha Panchakam. These are the 5 aspects of every being. Adya Trayam, the first 3. Adya means the beginning. The beginning 3 are Brahma Rupam. They are, those 3 are Brahman. Asti, Bhati, Priyam are Brahman. Satchitananda is Brahman. Jagat Rupam Tatodvayam. The following 2, Tatodvayam, the following 2 are Jagat Rupam. Which ones? Nama and Rupa are Jagat. Means Nama and Rupa belongs to Maya. So now, remember, like in the beginning of, before we started this discussion, we said there is Bhagwan in all the, in entire world. Okay, there's Bhagwan is everywhere. God is everywhere. As Brahman is everywhere as Satchit Ananda. This entire world is Mithya. The world that you are seeing as Nama Rupa is Mithya. So if in the beginning of our sadhana, what is happening is we are seeing this world as Nama Rupa only. We are seeing a tree as tree only. We are not seeing tree as a Brahman. So because of that, we are saying the tree is Mithya. Whether the tree is Mithya, whether that person is Mithya, whether that object is Mithya, all of that is Mithya, Mithya, Mithya. So get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. Until when? Until you come to the inner core Satchit Ananda. Once you understand Satchit Ananda, that Satchit Ananda, which is the innermost core, that is there everywhere, all around me, in and through me, and everywhere around me, then that the same tree which earlier we said as this is Mithya, now it is Brahman. Why? Within the tree, there is Satchit Ananda Nama Rupa. Now you learn to negate that Nama Rupa and only are able to see Satchit Ananda. Okay? So, a statement like Brahman is everywhere, God is everywhere, that is also correct. This entire Srishti is made up of Maya. Everything is Mithya. That is also correct. Both of them are correct all the time, depending on whether you are looking at Asti Bhati Priyam portion or Nama Rupa portion. Which aspect are you looking at? Okay, if you are looking at Asti Bhati Priyam, God is everywhere. If you are looking at Nama Rupa portion, everything is Mithya. Okay, so now this shloka is, what it is doing is that it is actually, not only it is clearing this intellectual question, right? Intellectual question whether God is everywhere or Mithya is everywhere. No. Okay, it is actually doing a lot more than that. It is actually helping us. This is a stepping stone for sadhana of how to do how to start doing this. How do I say? How to understand, like once we understood that Avarna Shakti power, Vikshepa Shakti power is understood, now we understood from a Paroksha perspective, okay, what is Sat and what is Mithya, okay. Now, but from practical sadhana perspective, what needs to be done? For that, this shloka is laying the foundation. So those aspects will start from next session. Okay. Any questions based on what you heard so far?
I think for now it's okay, but probably next week we'll come back to the first three again to ask how to see Satchidanand in everything. Because Nam and Rup is obvious, it's understood. So let me at least, I'll contemplate. I will try to dig, but I may have some question maybe next week.
Definitely, yes. Yeah, because please do ask and ensure that your questions are answered.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let us close. Oh. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ